Hey everybody, Lance from Permanent Records here. This video is a little different than what I usually do because we are celebrating a big anniversary. On October 1st of 2024, we celebrated our 18th anniversary of Permanent Records. That's right, we started back in 2006 and here we are 18 years later, still pedaling crazy records all day, every day, in addition to hosting live music shows, comedy events, and so on and so forth at our full line liquor bar, the Permanent Records Roadhouse. Well, this Saturday, October 26th, we're doing a big drop for our 18th anniversary. We don't usually do these big drops. I prefer to each day put out a sizable batch of recent arrivals rather than aggregate things and then drop them all at once. We've done that in the past. It's just not my preferred way of doing it. I'd rather have a little bit of fresh stuff every day, like 80 to 100 fresh records every day, than 500 or 600 or 1,000 once a week. But this week we're gonna do it like we used to do it and drop, I think it's like 5 or 6 fresh crates, over 500 fresh recent arrivals. And I'm here today to show off some of the higher end titles in the collection. And while I show these records off, I'm going to talk through my mental process of how we do anniversary events and sales and drops and things like that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into some of the higher end records from this lot. Again, this is just the expensive stuff. There's going to be a bunch of more affordable quality titles. All this stuff will be first time out, never seen before within the walls of Permanent Records or on Instagram. We haven't shown this stuff or featured it on Instagram for sale yet. So first and foremost, a Stone Cold classic. You got Big Star's #1 record there. We got a bunch of jazz in the mix here and a whole slew of other fantastic records. So I love the Modern Lover so much. Thank you. And we just got a delivery. You have a good day too, my friend. This is real life, y'all. This Dead Kennedys record is still sealed. And yeah, where was I? Wow, I lost my train of thought real quick right there. So yeah, we're doing this big drop because we want to do a special event for our 18th anniversary. Business as usual over at the Permanent Records Roadhouse is that we put out, somewhere between 60 and 100 used recent arrivals every day that we're open, Wednesday through Sunday. Lots of good stuff. It's always a mixed bag. And that's only higher, mid-level to higher end things. We don't generally mess with records that are worth less than $10. That's what our big dollar record sales are all about. And we'll be doing one of those again real soon. But the reason for not doing big drops is because I like for everyone that comes into the store, no matter when they make it in, to be treated to some stuff that not everyone has already had a chance to pick through. And not everybody works a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job. So I like for people who work primarily on the weekends to be able to come in the middle of the week and see some of our freshest stuff as well. So I'm going to change perspectives here because I'm pulling out of a crate now just to show off the rest of these records while I do this quick video. Again, I'm trying to make this one fast, and hopefully those of you who know these titles will recognize them just with the little bit that we're showing off here. So that's how we do it. I like for everybody that comes in to be able to see some fresh stuff. And not just the weekend warriors. Although we do put out fresh stuff on Saturday and Sunday as well. Always a fresh batch of recent arrivals every day, every week of the year, 52 weeks a year. And then, some people also are like, oh, you're doing an anniversary event. Is that going to be a sale? No, it's not going to be a sale. These are all just going to be priced what they're tagged at, which is very competitive. And we generally stay away from discounting everything in the store because we go through the bins every month and discount stuff that's been sitting around for a little while. 6 months or so to be exact. So if a record has been sitting in the store for 6 months or more, we will discount that record manually, and we do that throughout the bins. So all the LPs, all the 12-inch singles, all the 45s, all the tapes, all the CDs, etc., get a markdown when they've been sitting around for 6 months or so. So the concept of doing a store-wide sale for us is foreign. We don't mess around with that. We like to keep things moving and not wait for a special event to run a sale. We'd rather just discount records in real time. I also don't generally like doing these big drop type events because it can make for kind of a messy smash and grab situation. So we're gonna keep things super organized for this drop on Saturday. Again, Saturday, October 26th, 2024, if you're watching this video in the distant future. That's when we will be putting all of this and more out for sale. And what we'll do is we will, assuming people line up, I have a hard time believing that there won't be at least a small line. I will give out line tickets to everyone in line, in order, kind of like a deli counter. And it'll be numbered, and that number will be your place in line, and it will be the way that we allow, the order in which we allow everyone to go through the records in the bins. So the first person in line will have first crack at everything in the bins before everybody else. Person number 2 will go through everything in order right on down the line. It seems like the fairest way to do it so that people aren't jumping all over each other, pushing each other out of the way, elbowing, etc., dealing with the kind of chaos and mayhem and competitive aggression that I have to deal with when I go to record fairs all over the world as an early bird shopper. It gets really gnarly, and it really takes a lot of fun out of it. We're not trying to recreate a Black Friday smash and grab situation for our 18th anniversary. This is supposed to be a celebratory, what is this test pressing? This is the Hair and Skin Trading Company. That's a side project of some of the guys from Loop, by the way. Yeah, I want to avoid that. I want this to be very peaceful and fun. This Rancid picture disc is autographed by all 4 members. And I want everybody to have a fair shake at the things that they want. The first person in line may not want what you want, and so on and so forth. So don't be discouraged if you're not first in line. The first person isn't going to buy every single one of these records. Fans of the jazz are probably not also going to buy all of the reggae, and fans of the shoegaze and half Japanese are probably not going to buy all of the jazz. But as you can see, it's a very eclectic mix of records. I'm very proud to be offering these up for the first time ever. We're so busy around Permanent Records all the time that it's very difficult to carve out time to do special events and celebrate ourselves. But we felt like y'all deserved a special treat, and we wanted to do something special for our 18th anniversary here in October of 24. Yeah, just crazy to think about an 18th anniversary of a store that I started when I was 24 years old. Here I am at 42, and can't you tell, with these bags and these crow's feet. Anyway, about near the end here. Again, October 26th, 18th anniversary drop at noon. I'll be there. It'll be a good time. We're also doing a special event with a game called Cruel Tunes on Sunday. Whatever doesn't sell out of this lot will be available Sunday as well. And, you know, all of this in addition to the primo selection that we have at Permanent Records Roadhouse all day, every day. Please share this video with a friend. Beat happening, test pressing. Sick. And come on down to Permanent Records. By the way, you do have to be 21 or older because we are a bar, and our liquor license prohibits anyone from under 21 coming into our space. So Thank you very much for watching this. Again, there's more. There's a lot more. There are tons of records going out. I just can't get into all of them. But you saw the higher end things in the lot, and there's many, many more. Like I said, 5-6 crates or so. Maybe we'll add even more between now and then. Follow us on Instagram for all the details in case you missed any of that. But that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back with another video again soon. Wait, before I go, one last thing I forgot to mention about our 18th anniversary drop is I will be putting out a whole bunch of 45s from my personal archives, including a bunch of things that I've comped on brown acid and other hard and heavy rock rarities. A lot of these are very collectible, very expensive, but there's some cheap heat in the mix as well. Yeah, there's a whole box of about 100 or so, little over 145s. We'll have that OG Body Snatchers 45. If you can't get that one, you can grab the reissue from it, from us at our 18th anniversary drop on Saturday, October 26th, starting at noon. We'll be doing this, having this stuff featured all day that day, and Sunday the 27th as well. As you know, I am the curator, brown acid, an official brown acid dealer, and I've collected a lot of rare hard rock, heavy psych, and proto metal 45s over the years, and I have a handful of them from my personal archives that I'll be putting out for the first time on Saturday. We got Cannon, we got Pawn Breakers, we got this heavy duty one right here. You'll recognize that if you know what it is. So much fire, all going out this Saturday for the 18th anniversary drop. In addition to these 45s, of which I've done some videos. If you've not watched my any of my heavy 45s videos, go back and check some of those out. I talk more in depth about a lot of the records that I've comped on brown acid. Here's a mystery one. You'll have to come in, and some things that I've comped on my scrap metal series as well, and more. There is a whole box waiting for you on Saturday, October 26th.